Chairman Hunter, members of the State Affairs Committee, my name is Glenn Hammer. I'm President and CEO of the Texas Association of Business. We're the state chamber for the state of Texas, and I'm here to testify neutral on HB 9. I can't prove this is true, but I think it is. Since the pandemic, I've visited more chambers in person, live, than any person in the country, and I could tell you that a key issue that always comes up is broadband and broadband connectivity. And I don't believe any state has done more than the state of Texas through its leadership in HB 9 and through the legislature, Chairman Hunter, allocating $1.5 billion, which Texas voters overwhelmingly supported in Proposition 8, to close the digital divide. And I want to commend Comptroller Hager and his team since day one, working with the business community, with the chambers across the great state of Texas, and making sure that these funds are used in the best fashion possible. This is incredibly important for Texas. The Broadband Infrastructure Fund helps support 911 services, and other types of things that are very, very important for the security, safety, and job creation for the state of Texas. We're now home of 30 million people. We're growing faster than any other state, both in terms of people and population, and we constantly hear about the importance of the broadband digital infrastructure. We look forward to continuing to work with this committee as we move forward with other initiatives to advance broadband and communications. But I just want to commend the committee, the comptroller, for the foresight of investing in this important initiative. And as long as the economy keeps roaring and we keep having these great surpluses, we're going to very strongly support increased investment to close and eventually eliminate the digital divide in the state of Texas. Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members of the committee. Chairman Hunter, Glenn Hammer, President and CEO of the Texas Association of Business, and I'm testifying neutral on 5174. And this is another example of when you take a look at HB 5174 of the Texas legislature, really in a very smart way, passing legislation to complement, supplement, and cover gaps in important federal legislation. And of course, in this context, I'm talking about the Federal CHIPS Act. Once again, no state was as aggressive as Texas in passing legislation to further an important industry. HB 5174, we've heard from Adriana and the way Governor Abbott and his team have gone about making sure that we're leveraging those funds. I want to thank Chairman Bonin and Senator Huffman for their leadership in this effort as well. Simply put, semiconductors are in everything. For Texas to remain the top place for investment in the world, it's critical that we maintain our leadership position in semiconductor manufacturing and semiconductor exports. And we heard from Jeremy some of the great news that's happening in Central Texas, obviously with the huge investment in Samsung, which may be the greatest FDI investment in Texas, if not the country's history, and all the great things that are happening with Texas Instruments as well. Right now, Texas is number one when it comes to semiconductor exports, and with what we're doing with the consortium, I'm convinced we'll stay that way. And we also have obviously great things going on in our university system with UT Austin and College Station, Texas A&M, and our other great schools. And my final point is I just appreciate how this legislature and you, Mr. Chairman, see everything holistically. You think about the JEDI Act. That's been very successful. You think about HB 8 in terms of our community college system and all the different areas we've been investing in our higher education system. So my final comments are that Texas really isn't a state, it's a country. It's very important that we lead in this area, and I want to commend Governor Abbott, Adriana, and her team also for establishing the key relationships across the world: South Korea, Taiwan, Japan, India, UK, Netherlands, and Israel, and among others, to make sure that Texas continues to be the global powerhouse in semiconductors. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
members' questions.